bar.
Go grab my notes so you can get
Oh, and I got that on film.
Oh boy.
What happened?
Ready, Gord? Of course, these are David's notes.
2, 1.
Go, go.
Somebody escort this oversex woman out of here. Before we start with David's notes, I'd just like to say that when Michael phoned me about this, he warned me that when I brought the brick over to Uncle George at Easter, not to mention a word of this party. Well, I went over and saw Uncle George on Good Friday, gave him his brick, asked him how he's doing, stayed for an hour and a half. 3 times he mentioned it was his birthday coming up. Not twice. Mentioned that, gee, it'd be awful terrible if someone brought me cake. I wouldn't be able to eat the cake. My birthday's coming up, you know. I sat there and saying, you know, I have to get going because you're going to hear about our party shortly. So I don't do that.
You should mention, Gordon, that that's not a kiln-dried brick. That's a for the uninitiated.
If I told people what brick is for the
Everybody would want it.
it's a pie. It has potatoes in it. It has cottage cheese in it, and it has buckwheat in it.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't understand, we only eat this once a year.
Yeah.
Probably because it takes her the rest of the year to digest. Now I'll turn it over to my brother, whose idea this was.
I guess you probably didn't expect to see me up here tonight. I didn't expect to be up here tonight either. Got a call from Mike last month, and he had told me that Tom was going to be making a speech and was looking for some contributions. So I thought, well, what the heck, and it's easy to email some stuff. And last week I got an email saying, hey, you're doing it. So we love to delegate over dinner tonight. I thought I'd get my buddy here to give us a hand here, because he had a lot of good things that he had remembered that he wanted to say too. But yeah, I won't forget you, Mike and Tom. Anyways, we get started. This is sort of keep in mind an email that I sent to Mike, but Uncle George was always special to my mom. That was her little brother. There always seems to be a connection to Uncle George, being her baby brother and my being her youngest kid. I've been called George probably more times than I think he has. George has a little story to tell where I got Uncle George is in trouble.
Well, one of Uncle George's famous things, his younger years, was love to quit smoking. The man quit smoking more times than he smoked that day. So when he would quit smoking, and it would be for a few months at a time, faithfully telling Auntie Kay he would quit smoking. Somehow he'd come over to my mom's for a visit. My mother was a smoker. I was a smoker at the time. My brother was a smoker. It was always, my mom would say, Uncle George, a cigarette? Oh, no, I quit. I told Auntie Kay, I quit. Second cup of coffee, maybe I'll just have one. Third cup of coffee, well, just one for the road. Okay. Just one day I came in, so I offered him a cigarette, well, he took it. One day my brother came in. Happened to be after church on Saturday night, and Auntie Kay was there. My brother didn't know Uncle George quit smoking. He saw him smoke. Uncle George, you want to smoke? Auntie Kay, oh, no, he quit. David says, what, since last Tuesday?
Yeah, one thing I always remember about Uncle George is his practical jokes, and this is going way, way back. But I completely remember this. I don't like to use this word, but I can't think of a better one. This is sort of when the fake bomb came out. You're going to hate me for it, Rodney, but I remember Rodney.
I've read it already. I hate you. It's all right. My hate started last night.
Anyways, Rodney was about this high. And we had one of these step-on garbage cans. I remember I was standing in the door, and see Uncle George, big smile on his face. He whips out this vomit. Rodney's sort of looking, and I'm looking, and my mother came running. She's got a cloth, and these two there laughing away. And Rodney and I are looking, yeah, we're on to it, but it was great to see they're having a good time.
Now we're going to go on to some traditions Uncle George had. Some of these we still haven't understand. But Christmas we have a tradition. It wasn't Uncle George coming by for a drink. Sometimes it was coming to fix the plumbing in later years, but he did have one tradition. Just as we finished our supper, all sitting there with our nice little hats on, finishing our Christmas meal, stuffed to the hilt would be a phone call. With a certain uncle that we won't mention asking, does anybody want a bowl of porridge?
Now getting back to the big vomit. So, as we learned our parents at time would pull the wool over our eyes, we would learn to do the same. Now here's a little bit of payback. I recall a dinner at a residence on Chelsea Avenue which was preceded by a backyard baseball game. The basement window was broken, which abruptly ended the game. I recall two cousins, and I won't mention any names, approaching me to convince me to take the rap. Now, if I did break that window, I would probably have taken the blame, because it would be the first and probably only time in my life where I could actually hit a baseball. I'm sure when the lecture took place about that prohibited backyard game, the judge recalled how he was left holding a bat in front of a broken window when he couldn't lift one as he was so.
Okay, something that's a tradition in Uncle George's family, it was in ours, boxes, home movies. Everybody had home movies. The home movies, the best home movies I can watch are the ones of our role models, our parents, and the parties they had. I would like to throw a party like this nowadays, but they arrested us. They were dancing and performing in the old days under 600 watts of blinding 8mm floodlights.
Super 8mm, I think.
Super 8mm. But our parents were very careful with their money in those days. Every single one of them had a movie camera. But apparently film was very expensive, very expensive. Because on one 5-minute reel of film, you could have Easter, Christmas, birthdays, you could have a confirmation or a communion.
Yeah, it's a machine
Well,
gun
last but
style
not
of
least, because Ross is really good. Where's the little story you want before I get into that?
Well, as we all know, Uncle George sold Eaton's appliances. I bought washers and dryers off him. My mother bought off him. Everybody bought from Uncle George. Except for one time. This story goes back, I was thinking of it today, back to 1972. Now, the reason I knew it was 72 is a friend of mine had phoned me up and ordered a brand new truck. In 1972, for a man to have a car and a truck, his wife along with a truck, was a big deal. He asked me, could you give me a ride down to pick up the truck? I give him a ride down. I stopped at my mom's house on the way back to the got inside the house and my mom was bawling so much. You'll never know what happened. You'll never know what happened. Uncle George was here. I said, well, Uncle George is here a couple times a week. Nice, but it's not exciting. No. Uncle George bought a new automatic washing machine. And I said, well, I'm sure we're reading about the Elwood Arrow. This is Mom says, you're not understand. Uncle George's washing machine is not old. I said, so he bought a new one. No, he's giving me his old one. I says, what a brother. His machine's too old, he's giving me his old one. Could you go and pick it for me? So this is the exciting part. Okay. Just Uncle George said it might last a couple of months, it might last a couple of years. Who knows? We'll get this machine. Okay. I phoned my friend with the new truck, let's go get this machine. Okay, that sounds a good idea. We go to Uncle George's, takes me downstairs, says, first thing he says, and I knew it before I came to the door. It's an old machine, it might last 6 months, might last a year or two, who knows? We load this on the truck. Of course, we wrap it up because we don't want to damage the machine, we certainly don't want to damage the truck. As we back into my mother's yard, we hear this nice little noise. A back fender scraping against the fence. My friend is not happy. We take this washing machine downstairs, and he says, oh, wow, we need this one. We put it downstairs, we hook it up. Lo and behold, Uncle George shows up. He'll instruct my mother how to work this. My mother had never had an automatic washing machine. All she had was a wringer washer. To her, this was very something. Automatic washing machine. Although it was old, it might not last very long. So as I was saying, that was in 1972. 5 or 6 years later, still working. 10 years later, still working. My wife wife had the fortune of winning a new washer and dryer. She says, what are we going to do with this new washer and dryer? We already bought one from Uncle George last year. Well, we'll sell it. She says, no, let's give it to your mom. She's got that old one. We went to my mom and says, Mom, we can give you a washer and dryer. She says, why? We're going to dryer for it. Hang it outside. In the winter, hang it inside. And I've still got Uncle George's washer and dryer. I said, Mom, it's getting a little old. No, it'll do it. Well, as we all know, Mom passed away in 1993. If we calculate that out, 21 years washing machine lasted. Uncle George had bought two, I believe, since then. So very good appliances. He gave away even better. To sum it up, and I'll get serious on this, I think the whole fact is that it was a gift of love that last year. Thank you.
Just speaking of Eden, nothing to do with washing machines. I was talking to my sister Bonnie on Easter and was telling her about your party. She said you're happy for your family. She said, well, I'm sure about my first job at Easter. So, one more thing, I guess, just getting back a bit to Eden's. There was always some uncertainties about Eden's. Meeting at the statue, for example. Didn't always happen. When I was a kid, my mom brought me down. When I was older and she worked downtown, yeah, we'd meet at the statue. Enjoying a toasted pecan bun in the basement cafeteria happened when we met in the morning. Over lunch or dinner, it was a fifth floor eatery, tasty burgers smothered in gravy, burger fries smothered in gravy. As we got off the escalator, there was a peek at the Ritzy Grill Room. Never did get in there. Well, there were some uncertainties, but there was something certain about visiting Eden. When I went with my mom, there was no way she would leave without going to the third floor to see if her little brother was working. As the escalator climbed to the third floor, there was excitement. My mother was so excited. I was inspected and I was briefed. Told me now if Uncle George has a customer, we must stay away. So I'm sure Uncle George could see us hiding in the TV and stereo. Anyways, when the coast was clear, we would have a brief chat, and Mom was on cloud nine, and she had a visit with her little brother. So it winded up, Mike, this is your email. A few of my memories, and again, out of respect for your dad, and in memory of my mom, I felt compelled to share a few. I'm sure you will agree that we are very, very fortunate to have been raised by such super parents. Sacrifices were always made for the kids, and although we weren't the wealthiest families in the city, I think we were amongst the richest for the values we were taught and the memories we were given. Happy birthday.